everyone. Welcome to our second session of the InvestSmart Online Series. Hello and good morning. My name is Illa, and I am from the Consumer and Investor Office at the Securities Commission Malaysia. Once again, we would like to welcome everyone to our second session of the InvestSmart Online Series. The objective of this program is to learn the benefits for investing or trading online and how to start investing or trading online. We are pleased to have with us today Mr. Hui Myung Kyung from the digital marketing team at Rakuten Trade. Mr. Hui joined Rakuten Trade at 2018 as a customer service executive and a year later transferred to the marketing, where he has successfully established himself as the social media and digital marketing team lead for Rakuten Trade. In his role, he has acted as a community manager, educator, and social creator, and has created digital content that bridges the technical aspects of investing into easy to understand information within the social space. As a dual licensed dealer representative, he holds a capital market service representative license dealing in securities and derivatives. Please do follow us on our social media platform for useful information on investing and latest update on our initiative. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Hui to share his presentation on digital investing. Is it right for you?
Hi, good morning, everyone. Allow me to just share my slide. I hope you guys can see my slide. Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Man Kyung here. I work in the digital marketing team. I consider myself a geek because I like superhero movies, especially, and I collect their collectibles. So it's why, hence my title here, digital marketing geek, especially. So today's topic will be digital investing. Is it for you? So I think a lot of people know that in the year of 2020, the retail participation rate has gone up tremendously. What I mean by that is that a lot of people are actually beginning to invest, beginning to feel that the stock market is no longer a scary place anymore, and it's actually a good place to get another source of income. So I think that awareness has truly we can see that awareness being visible last year. So and I hope that to all of you today who are still very skeptical or being very skeptical or not truly believe in the stock market, right? I believe that at the end of the presentation you change your mind, and we hope that I got able to share some insights with you on why digital investing is the ways moving forward when it comes to investing in the stock market. So first of all, I would like to thank SC for inviting me to speak on this webinar, and I will share with you my agenda later on. Okay, so for those of you who doesn't know who we are the Malaysia's complete online equities broker. We are a JV between Kenang Investment Bank and Rakuten Securities Japan, and we hold a capital license CMSL, restricted CMSL by the Securities Commission back in 2017, and we won the FinTech Company of the Year by 2018 from the MCMC. And we offer the lowest fees in town, which is RM7 ringgit for all trades below the 1,000 ringgit amount value, basically. And just want to share with you guys also that if you pay enough attention to all the slides that I'll be sharing today, you might stand a chance to win, as the speaker mentioned earlier, you might stand a chance to win some online vouchers. So please do keep an eye on all the information that we'll share today. So before I begin my presentation slides, I also would like to mention a disclaimer that all of the info that I'll be sharing today is merely for educational purposes only. Hopefully, it serves as a guidance for all of you out there, and it's not meant for any investment advisors. And I would like to also mention that investing in the stock market carries a lot of risk. So I will also be touching on that sense. I would also be touching on that area later on in my slides. So this is the agenda of today. Investing 101 is something particularly that I believe some of you who are yet to invest in the stock market will probably want to know. Hope this would be something that you guys would can know about before when you're about to kickstart your digital investing journey. And then I'll be also touching about the importance of digital investing. How has it evolved from last time, and what's happening now, basically. And also, I'll also be sharing with you, if you guys are interested to open an Rakuten Trade account, I'll be sharing with you what are the steps that you need to know when you want to open a digital trading account later today. And also, last but not least, I'll be sharing the risks that you might possibly face when you are in the investment space, basically. So let's go to investing 101. Basically, what is investing? Investing is very similar like planting a seed, essentially. And sorry, basically like planting a seed, right? So when you plant a seed, it's already embedded in your mind that what kind of fruits or flowers that you'll be expecting after a period of time. So it's very similar to investment in the sense that when you put your money into any form of investment vehicles, the main objective is to see it increase in value after a period of time. But of course, that will requires, similar to planting a seed, that would requires a lot of effort. If you want your seed to bloom beautifully, or bloom into something that is sweet, you probably need to take care of it, water it regularly, make sure that it gets enough sunlight, protect it from any various risks that is facing. So coming back to investing, you should do similar things as well, whereby if you're about to invest in any companies, right, comprehensive research has to be done on the company to really fully understand what their business model is, and also to mingle with the right mindset people, and so that both you guys can actually share what are do and don'ts when you come to investing in the market. It's a long-term journey. I'm still learning, despite being being over 5 years in the stock market, right? I still do believe that I have a lot of things to learn some more, and it's a long life journey for me, basically. So every day I kind of learn stuff. I believe that this is something that you should practice. You should apply on your if you're about to start your digital investing journey. And I would like also to mention that plants do die as well. If plants also do have the possibility to wilt up and dry up. So this also could happen in your investment as well. As I mentioned earlier on, investing always carries a lot of risk out there. But what's more important is how you can manage the risk. So what is stock? I think I asked this question to my father when I was very young that time, right? So I couldn't know what stock is, how does it really work. All I can know is that you could actually get money out of it, but I don't know, really doesn't know how it really works. Basically a stock is a company, right? A company, when you want to be listed in the public, it will issue stocks in the market to people like you and me, so that we can actually get a piece of those business. So essentially, a company could have a lot of units of stocks, and it depends on you whether how much units you like to purchase from the total stocks that's available in the market. So why do company issue stocks, by the way? So essentially, they do it is because they want to raise funds for whatever purposes. It could be to for business expansion. It could be for buying new inventories. It could be venturing into new projects. All of these things that they do is for the benefit of the company, so that in the future they are able to reap the rewards of whatever they are doing right now. So when you buy a stock from the company, right, you technically you can call yourself as a shareholder, while a shareholder is still very far away from become an owner. Shareholder can actually get various benefits from the company, such as you could receive dividends. If the company issue dividends, as a shareholder, you will be entitled to it. You could also be invited into their annual general meetings, and you could actually vote on the decision that they made, whether you want to vote for or you want to vote against. And also you could entitled for various corporate, I'll say corporate exercise done by the company, for example, like bonus shares, free warrants, and whatnot. So these are some of the few perks that a shareholder can enjoy being a shareholder of a company. So how does really stock market works? This is another question that I asked my dad a lot previously. So basically, the share market is a market, obviously, that invites, that gathers people like you and me to be in basically to be a market and conduct trading activities. So if I have a stock and I want to sell it to you, you can buy it. Or if let's say you want to sell a stock that I'm interested in, I could buy it. So generally, this demand and supply are always happening from Monday to Friday during the Bursa exchange. Uh, that's happening during Monday to Friday during the Bursa trading hours, I would say. And as you guys know, stocks has their own prices, right? So what really makes the prices go up and down? So you can see that the numbers always blinking on the screen, right? So these are the results of the match transactions between buyer and seller like you. So if you study economics, you probably know if the demand, is high, then it will definitely push up the price, because a lot of people wants a piece of the the business, right? So when the demand is high, then obviously the price will go up. And another way around could happen as well. If let's say company is not doing well, financial results is not good, then more likely people will be offloading their shares. Essentially, there'll be more supply in the market. When there's more supply in the market, prices will go down. Simple as that. So for if some of you are beginners out there, and you who probably doesn't know that there are a lot of brands that you heard of or you've probably been using in your daily life, right? They are potentially listed in the share market. Why I say that is because when they are listed in the share market, which means that you as a consumer of the brand, who probably have a lot of faith in it or probably loves the brand a lot, this could actually give you an opportunity to actually own a piece of their businesses. So for example, it's like if let's say I like Nestle, right? I drink Nestle Gold cocoa beans every day, and I like it a lot. And since I'm very how say familiar with how Nestle works, and considering the fact that is so well known, right? It could actually be a start point of why I would invest in that particular topic. Of course, you should also look at financials and whatnot. But what I'm trying to say here is that strong brands here, brands that you know, right, could actually kickstart your love in investing in the stock market. Now, you guys have any questions, feel free to just mention it in the chat box. I'll try to answer it. Okay. So digital investing, right? So I've been very I've been very fortunate to involve in the investment firm before the whole digital investing become a big thing, right? So back then when I was in an investing firm, what I do is that I actually receive calls from my clients, especially those people who are not very savvy yet in trading online, right? So what I did, how would I execute? This is how I will execute that trades for them. So they will call me and they will let me know what kind of prices that they want to buy and they want to sell. That's when I will execute the prices to them. And also, and of course now things have changed a lot already, and now a lot of people would actually be very, I'll say, very keen now to make their trade on the app themselves, because it's obviously it's very convenient, and of course it's cheap as well. And I'll share of all those benefits later on. So why digital investing, right? And I think as in Rakuten Trade, we pride ourselves as the only fintech broker in Malaysia where we offer a completely online and seamless investing journey, which means that from the point that you open your account, open your CDS account, all the way to execute your trades, it's all completely online. We have customer service staff which will be able to help you when if you're feeling any trouble. But the point is that there will be a whole journey of which focuses on completely online features. So what are the needs of digital investing? Why do we need to invest digitally? Now that a lot of times have changed a lot, and the demand of preference and demands of people actually have also changed towards a long period of time, after a period of time, right? And as time goes by, people are more conscious of the amount they're paying, are more conscious of the speed of executing the trades, the conscious of being convenience when it comes to trading, in the sense that I don't need to call my broker anymore to make a trade, because that could be I'll say that there could be a late like in executing trades, and price probably have gone up or down already by then. So these are all demands that we as Rakuten Trade we take in seriously, and then we try to implement it and test it out in the market. And that's where we found that, hey, these are really all the demands that the needs of our retail investors. So which is why moving forward, I sincerely believe that these are all the very benefits of why is it important to invest invest digitally in essence. So as I mentioned earlier, users demand, right? Always likes to pay as lower as possible on their investing fees, because ideally you want to pay a lot more, because the more you pay, the lesser return you will get on your investments, basically. So in Rakuten Trade, we provide the lowest brokerage in town, whereby if you trade below 1,000 ringgit for any trades, we only charge you 7 ringgit only, and this is the lowest fee you could get in town. And for all of you who are seasoned investors, if you're out there right now watching me present, so if you're a person that trades way above 100,000 on your trades, right, we only cap at 100 ringgit only. So essentially our range of investment fees would be from 7 to 100 ringgit only. And if you'd like to find out more on the fees, you could actually visit the link below. I think and also if you like to compare between brokers, right, you could actually also visit the iMoney link that I attached in this that I've displayed in this slide. So digital platform, nothing much to mention here. The digital platform that we have, of course, we have the website one, and also we have the trading app. We call it iSpeak.my, which you could get it on App Store or Google Play. So some of the Rakuten Trade features is that whenever you trade, you will earn Rakuten, we call it Rakuten Trade points. And whenever there's a lot of ways for you to actually get Rakuten Trade points, and it's not only based on trading. And one of the way that you will get a lot of points is through friend referrals. So whenever you open up an account already, you'll be given your unique referral code. So when you share it out to any of your friends or family and ask them to open an account, right? You and that the friend that you refer to could have the chance to actually get 500 RT points. And also, if you're a new user, whenever you deposit cash or you transfer shares, right, you could also stand a chance. You could also have an opportunity to get up to 150 Rakuten Trade points, essentially. Of course, TNC apply in this situation. How's it? Excited to start. Well, I think my internet is lagging a bit, but can you guys hear me already? All right. All right. Hold on. Chats. Oh, let me just check out some of the chats here. Sound not clear. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. Then I will. Then I will continue my slides here. So okay, so if you are about to start your investing journey, so what can I advise you is that uh to own a CDS account first. What you mean by CDS account is we call it a central depository system. So it's like a bank, but instead of storing your cash, it stores all of your uh, stocks that you bought in the market. And what I should highlight here is that whenever you open up a CDS account, ideally you should open a CDS account from licensed brokers only, and that includes all of the investment banks in Asia like RG Investment, Maybank, CIMB, and of course Rakuten Trade as well, because all of us we are licensed brokers essentially. And if let's say you want to own multiple CDS accounts you want to own all of the CDS accounts from various brokers to compare and contrast their features, I think by all means you can do that. But notice that a lot of people do ask me this question: where can I consolidate all my CDS account into one? Unfortunately, you cannot do that. If you were to open, let's say, 5 CDS accounts, you would get 5 different CDS numbers essentially. Yeah. So if like after this, if let's say you would like to open a CDS account with us, this is a website you should go, www.rakutentrade.my, or you can go to this special unique link, because to those of you who are attending it today, we will be we'll be giving you guys some special promo that exclusive to the attendees of this event only. So if you guys click on this link, right, if you were to activate your account on, when your account is activated on Monday, essentially you will be able to get promo codes from Hello Gold. It will be RM30 ringgit per account open, which means that if you were to activate all 3 accounts from Rakuten Trade, we have 3 accounts. So if you were to activate all 3 accounts from Rakuten Trade, you will be able to earn up to 90 ringgit worth of gold. All right. So this promo will ends on Sunday. Hopefully you guys will be able to sign up by then. And we have, as I mentioned earlier, we have 3 different accounts here. So if some of you who are beginners out there and you've asked me, hey, Mankyong, which account should I start for? Because I don't know which account should I go. You have 3, right? So I would recommend cash upfront for beginners. Cash upfront here means you basically only use cash. If you have 100 ringgit, you only use 100 ringgit to trade only. So this cash upfront will provide a very good opportunity for you to basically to kickstart your investment journey. And when you are getting better a long time, then you can consider opening dual or combo. For those of you who are intermediaries, you can straight away consider dual already. For margin, it might be a little bit daunting because it has a lot of things you might need to know before you can actually start investing via a margin account, which I don't really suggest for newbies. For beginners, it is only for those who are quite familiar in the market already. So I wouldn't go through all the steps to open the account. Once you have signed up already, you would see the option to upload your IC front and back. And then you would also need to ensure that the section of how do you hear about us, right? Let me just put on my laser pointer. This section needs to be stated seminar events and investment webinar 21. This would help us to identify that you are actually coming in from attending the webinar. So you ideally it should display this. If it doesn't display, you can choose it. And if you were to sign up to all the way to page 3 or page 4, then you will be able to get up to you'll be able to get the promo code which I've mentioned earlier on. So, hey Mankyong, so I signed up already. So when will I be able to access to the account, right? I'm really excited to invest in all those stocks that is available in Bursa Malaysia. So today is Saturday. If you will sign up later on and you didn't get any password to join or you didn't get any activation links, don't worry. Our operations staff will activate your accounts on Monday upon checking all the documents or the info that you provided. So if you were to sign up on a non-trading, if you were to sign up on the weekdays, right? Basically, normally it will be activated within 2 hours time. Also depends on the completeness of the information and the document that you're providing to us. So another thing I would highlight would be the trading pin. You will see that there's an option for you to create a trading pin. Essentially, this trading pin is your pin to whenever that we will ask you whenever you want to execute your trade. This is highly confidential, highly P&C. Please keep it to yourself only and not let anyone else to know it. Besides your IC, you will also be required to upload your mailing address, if any, and also to key in your banking details. So I've mentioned so many things about investing, right? Sounds good to be true because looks like it could get me a lot of money, but that's not always the case. Remember that the very first slide that I mentioned, if you don't take care of your portfolio, don't take care of the plant that you're planting, essentially it could actually wilt down and dry up. This could actually happens in your investing as well. So here I would like to explain to you what are the risks that you could be facing when you invest in the stock market. Of course, I think you guys should already have this in mind that when it comes to investing in the stock market, it's not always sunny skies. There probably be a time where you would face actually losses in the stock market. So this is something that I want you all to be ready of, because definitely there will be a point of time, there's possibility that you might face losses in the when it comes to investing in the stock market. I wouldn't talk about company and systematic risk because these are all things that you cannot control, right? Like companies not having it's not having good financials and whatnot. The only thing you can control is probably to sell it off early or sell it off, before it gets worse. Systematic risk is more towards the macro side, like recession, financial crisis and whatnot. Also, things that you cannot control a lot, but things that you can control most would be the two things I highlighted here: rumors and misinformation on the internet. Now that the social media has played a very, very big role in our lives and towards the extent of investing as well, I think you probably seen a lot of gurus out there saying, hey, buy this and whatnot, and the target price is what, stop loss is what and whatnot. While it's good to get all those information free on the social media, but it's also very important to actually analyze and interpret what those information really means to you. So you can't just follow blindly, because number one, they are not licensed people. They are probably not licensed. All right. So it's very important for you to really understand what are the advices that you're taking out there in the social media. Okay. And then also formal investing, fear of missing out. Now I know that some of you who might involved in the glove craze last year, right? A lot of people were very how say open account just for the sake of investing into glove so that they don't miss out on the rally. Now I won't really advise on this, basically because you are using your emotions to go invest in stock market without doing actual proper study, without doing actual proper analyzing the what the company does and whatnot. So this is actually very dangerous, and this will actually process it is very risky for your portfolio, essentially. So I would advise you is these two highlighting, and I hope these are some of the advices you could take back, especially for some of you who are beginners out there, to be very careful of things that you read and you seen on the internet. And if you're not following the GameStop saga, I would highly recommend you to do so. After this webinar, you could go and Google and go and type in your browser and type in GameStop saga. You can read through various articles of it, how that saga actually reflects of all the things I've mentioned earlier on. So I'm almost I'm almost ending my slides already. If there's I think as I mentioned before my presentation, I think SC did a very good job in educating us on what are the how to avoid being involved in all those possible scams out there. I think the videos are perfect, straight to the point, right? Especially in Bitcoins investing, now that the craze in Bitcoins is getting the interest in Bitcoin is getting crazy out there. So I think yeah, they did a good job in that. So just to add a little bit more on the educational values that given by them. Always do your homework. As I mentioned again and again, do your homework. Make sure that you whenever you do dealings with people, right, make sure that that particular individual or that particular broker is or are licensed, essentially. And seriously, there's no free lunch. If the person says that, hey, join us, and you confirm can profit XXX amount without a single money, a single cent from you, it's probably a scam. It's really in kind of investment. There's no such thing as there's no such good or good deals that's being offered to you in such way. So if you really encounter this kind of situation, please think twice again. And again, guarantee, when it comes to investing in any investment vehicles, definitely there's no word guarantee. If the person mention the word guarantee to you or mention in their deals or whatnot, it's very highly a scam already. Investing, really, there's a lot of risk involved, and essentially this guarantee word doesn't go right with investing. And last but not least, I've been following regularly with InvestSmart SC Instagram page, and I would like to say kudos to them because they always update us on the companies, right, that you should be aware of, basically. So what I always get the information from them, and from the companies, right, I notice that they are actively promoting themselves in social media. So when I saw that on their InvestSmart SC Instagram page, so this company actually is in their beware list. So this generally gives an idea to me that the company I saw in social media is not something I should believe them 100%. So it already gives me a confidence that I should tread this company carefully. So I think they really did a good job in doing that lah. So if you haven't already followed them, please do follow them after this, so that guys can get avoid from putting your money into the wrong companies, essentially. If anything, I would like to leave you guys would be this. I sincerely believe that if any of you guys out there who are struggling with their income salary, right, it doesn't necessary to be investing in the stock market. It could be any other investment vehicle. It could be real estate. It could be mutual funds and whatnot. Most important thing is for you is to learn how this investment vehicle could actually help you to create another source of income, because as we as we work for 9 to 5 jobs, there will probably be a time we question ourselves, hey, is it enough? If it's not enough with all the commitments that are coming in, then it's probably time for you to make a change. Time for you to start reading. Investment could be also investment in books also, actually. A lot of people would think that, hey, investment, actually means that put money into things that I'm not familiar with, like stock market, crypto, those mutual funds and whatnot. Investment could also be investment on the mind and on the body itself. Also investment on books, so that you learn more of the products out there, which actually suits your needs, essentially. So if there's anything I'd like to leave you guys with this also. So that would be all from me today. Hope you guys get something out of it. All right. If you really do get something out of it, please do comment in the chat box. I love to see response from you guys. All right. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hui, for that very informative presentation. Mr. Hui, as you are aware, currently there has been a rise in clone scams. SC has issued a press release on the matter, and as you mentioned earlier, we from the InvestSmart team have posted various messaging on our social media platforms warning the public about clone scams. Could you share with us how best to ensure that investors are dealing with a legitimate entity?
So I think those advisors I represented on my previous slide already. And if sometimes how scammers does is that, right? One of the way I know is that they tend to clone those websites, as you mentioned, right? Clone those websites as exactly as the legit website. I think Maybank also kena last few months. I think there were various posts from people saying that please be ensured that the link that you're going in is proper. So I think as an individual investor, we really need to educate ourselves. What are we dealing with? Websites that we are visiting, are they really legit? And if you do really do get in touch with those people out there, right? Then the first question you ask them is, are you guys legit? Are you guys you guys have license? What kind of license that you guys owning? And whenever they offer products like deposit X amount and you get back a certain amount in 2 months, you probably have to question yourselves about that, because really there's no free lunch in this world. So I would say education is very important here. Education on to avoid yourselves being involved in such incidents. Yeah.
Thank you. And also, public can always check on our, like you mentioned, on our SC investor alert
Right.
list, on our social media, or even on our website for clone entities. Also, there is a question.
I noticed a lot of questions here.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you everyone for
Just
all the
go.
questions. Okay, so there's this one question we received. How do I choose a good broker that have a strong and stable platform available in all major browsers? I think it's Jason Wong that asked this question. So Jason, from SC, we cannot recommend uh, a broker to invest with or open account with. It is the responsibility of investors to do their own research and compare and then decide. But of course, do try to deal with only licensed brokers. Moon Kyung, do you have
Yeah,
anything
yeah. I would
to
like to
say?
add on that. I think as a social person, right? Because I've been creating social contents on our social media, I realized that there's a rise in digital we call it social media educators, like essentially. We don't call it influencers, we call them social media educators. I think a lot of them actually do compare and contrast of all those brokers that you mentioned. So of course, I'm not saying that you should see and believe all things that you say, but it could serve as a reference, And what Ila say is true that we cannot recommend any of a broker uh, available out there. The only way is probably to try and really try all the brokers out there to really and let yourself know which are the ones that's really good, that really fits your needs. So.
Okay, is there any other questions you would like to pick up? I think we'll give some moments for Moon Kyung to pick up some questions
I
before
noticed
we move
that
on to the top
from
quiz.
from when will we receive 30 ringgit Hello Go as already open yet to receive? Okay, I'm in charge of that campaign. So if you open that, if you are under that Give Me Go, if you're referring to the Give Me Go campaign, and if you open after January 20th, the batch after January 26th, you'll be receiving probably 10 working days after 10 working days after February 26th. Yep. So ensure that you did key in the Hello Go promo code as stated in the TNC. Then yeah, we'll send it over to you on email. Don't worry about that. Or alternatively, you could email to us at customer service at rakutentrade.my and ask what's the status of the Hello Go. Okay. What can I do if I see any misleading advertisement investment? Well, I don't know because misleading is very broad, right? Like the advertisement could mislead to you, but it's not misleading to others, right? So if it's really if you feel not good, right? If you feel like what they're promising is wow, it's crazy. Like you don't do anything, then you can get 50% return in 2 weeks time. Then that will probably something that you could do to report that kind of post.
Um, sorry. So I saw this one question by Faiz. Sorry, Moon Kyung.
Oh, okay.
Faiz, he said, "What can I do if I can see any misleading advertisement on investment?" Okay, Faiz, you can actually email the SC at aduan@setcom.com.my. You can just go on our website, is the email address, and even call us as well. So that's no problem. Sorry, please continue, Mukyon.
Next one is, I think probably I'll answer more towards the Rakuten Trade related questions. Like if you open a Rakuten Trade, if you open an account with Rakuten Trade, do we have access Do you have exclusive and private access to reminder and dealer? Unfortunately, no. We won't be arranging. Arranging a dealer or reminder to you. Everything will be on your own. As the only person keep in contact would be customer service representative lah. But what access you could get is to the RT points, of course, the RT points, and also the Rakuten Trade research ideas. I'm not sure. Either I'm not sure. Do you guys post all the our social media links for our attendees to join? The
Social media.
Telegram, yeah, the Telegram, the Instagram page, Facebook one. You post
So
the link?
if people want to see our social media accounts,
Yeah, because yeah, we have research
we can share
team.
the link shortly on the chat.
Okay. Okay, so Ida will share the Telegram trade ideas, which is from our research team and our equity sales. So they will be sharing trading ideas every day for you guys to refer lah, basically. Yep. So next one is from Maria. Rakuten Trade is only for share trading. Does it cater for other type of investors like unit trust, PRS? It's only at the moment now. It's only stocks that are listed on the Bursa Malaysia. Yep. Stocks. It could be REITs as well. It could be ETFs. Yep. Next one is from KO. If I put all my money in Rakuten Trade, will I be able to earn any form of interest? What is the minimum amount to invest to earn any interest money? Yes, there will be interest. Interest now is, if I know, it's 1%, 1.1 to 1.15%. Sorry, I can't remember the amount of interest. Now, it's about 1% plus. So, it's based on the amount of money that you put in into your trust account. So if you don't use the money to invest, you could enjoy the interest that's being paid by us lah.
Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you once again, Mukyong and Rakuten Trade, for agreeing to be our speaker for today's webinar. We really appreciate it. Very informative information. And do follow us on our social media channels for further updates. And I hope to see everyone again at our next webinar. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.